Hi there, I thought I'd share a really simple way of holding people to account. And I know there are lots of different ways in which you could do this. Some ways work better than others, depends on your preferences, depends on the person that you're holding to account, it depends on the situation. This is a really simple way which has worked well for me. If I catch somebody not behaving as per my expectations, let's say they're breaking a rule or they're not doing something very well, not following a process, not meeting an objective, something like that, I will start by assuming that I have failed them in some way. I'll start by assuming that it's my fault. For me, this is really important because, as much as I don't like blaming anyone, if I am going to blame someone, I'll start with me. I'll blame myself first. In all of my training, whether it's the classroom IOSH training or the online video course for IOSH Managing Safely, all of the leadership training, our online Managing People Effectively course, doesn't matter where you go, in all of my courses, there's this theme of personal responsibility. As far as I'm concerned, the manager is responsible for the performance of their team. And if the team isn't performing, if a person, an individual isn't performing, it is first and foremost the manager's fault. And even if it isn't the manager's fault, maybe the manager's done everything they possibly can to prevent this, it's still their responsibility to sort it out. And I think it's really useful to start with this default position of I have failed you rather than you failed me. And you can use this idea in holding people to account. So how would this work? Let's say you've caught somebody not wearing a hard hat, something like that. You could start by saying, hey, when you attended the induction, or when I delivered the induction last week and you were there, I don't think I was particularly clear on the requirements for PPE, and in particular, I don't think I explained the rules on hard hats very well. And I probably didn't make it clear to you that our expectation that we all wear hard hats at all times when on site. Now, what's going to be the result of this? What's their reaction going to be? Well, it depends. What's likely to happen is that the person themselves will take responsibility for their performance. You see, what you've just done is that you've led by example by taking responsibility for their performance. They kind of feel obligated to return that favor and take responsibility themselves. So chances are they'll say, no, you were perfectly clear. I'm very sorry. I forgot. It was just habit. I'm sorry. What happened again? You can always follow up with one of my favorite phrases. It's, can I count on you? So it's like, can I count on you to wear your hard hat at all times in the future? This nearly always elicits a yes, a nod. Now, sometimes you may catch them again. Maybe they take responsibility initially, but you catch them a second time. I would use this a second time. I wouldn't do it any more than 2 times. The third time I would probably escalate it a little bit. But the second time you could say, last week I spoke to you about hard hats and I clarified the expectations on hard hats, and I can see you're not wearing it again. Now you could ask why. That's a perfectly valid question to ask. But if you wanted to go down the personal responsibility route, you could phrase the question this way. You could say, what do I need to do in order to make sure that you understand in no uncertain terms that we need to wear hard hats at all times without any exceptions? What do I need to do to help you wear hard hats in the future? And again, they may come up with some excuses. They may give you some reasons why they're not wearing the hard hat. And maybe there are some genuine reasons why they're not wearing the hard hat, reasons that you can then go and fix to increase hard hat compliance. But either way, this usually gets the desired effect. It gets your point across without attacking the person's behavior directly. You're kind of looking at yourself first, but in no uncertain terms communicating that they need to do this. So anyway, that's one way. There are many other ways in which you could do this. Give it a try and let me know how that works for you. Anyway, take care everyone. Bye-bye.